Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie. You're not either any of these blokes, but you might see me in one or two of these games. You might do, you might not. Let's see what the dice brings us today. This is a Clan Wars Extravaganza. That's right, Clan Wars Extravaganza. Season 15 is over, and did you see the top three? Tell you what, don't know about first or third, but look at who came second of the Clan Wars Season 15. I'm pretty excited. A lot of people are pretty excited, and I reckon it's the first time an Aussie clan or an Australian-New Zealand clan has come first and second, and I reckon that's reason to celebrate. For that reason, I'll be celebrating for the rest of the year. Anyway, Clan Wars is over, global map's over, time for advances. This is going to be a couple of advances. They're also going to be a quick shits and giggles Clan Wars battle at the end of this extravaganza. 4 replays in one video. Kritakil is an absolute legend, combat officer, and Super Conqueror player extraordinaire at 1 hour clan. He's the Super Conqueror playing on Sand River against the old enemy Fiddy on this is in a Clan Wars advance, a 10 versus no, a 15 versus 15 at tier 10. Now the big difference between advances and Clan Wars is you can see the enemy lineup. During the recent Clan Wars season 15 extravaganzas and replays, you might have noticed, not just from me but other people who've done videos on Clan Wars, fog of war is a thing, and fog of war means that you can't see the enemy lineup until you go into battle. Now with advances, the thing I love about advances is you don't really need to chip the map ahead. You can basically ready up with 10 minutes to go, or even 5 minutes, or even 1 minute to go before the battle starts. Get your team ready. You can use clan members, you can use legionnaires, and you can legionnaires. There's a limit, there's a cap to how many legionnaires you can use. Now legionnaires used to have to be clanless, but now they can be from other clans as well. So if you've got friends in other clans who don't play Clan Wars, you can invite them to your Clan Wars advance. Anyway, 4-2's the score. 1AR versus Fiddy clan on Sandy River. Sandy River was a map that was one of our target provinces during season 15, where you get the bonus points, the bonus gold, and the bonus influence, all that kind of stuff, which helps you get second. And that was an unlucky shot for Kritakil, straight into the side of the EVR for 0 damage. He's got a dead driver, but don't worry, he'll fix his driver sooner or later as he pops one into the object 907 for 329 hit points. 4-5 the score. 1AR down by tank. 3 artilleries on Fiddy's team. 3 Conch GCs. Down goes one of them. Killed by Gatekeeper. A bit of counter battery there. Just the one artillery on 1AR's team. Couple of EBRs, some Chieftains, 277s, Object 140s, an IS-7, the usual kind of lineup that you might see on Sand River. Kritakil having a great time in the middle of the map in his Super Conqueror. His driver's still dead. You can't fix him for another 30 odd seconds, but he's up to 1115 hit points of damage. He's missed a few shots, to be fair, but I don't think any of that's been his fault. That shot into the side of the EBR is just, that's what EBRs do. Anyway, he's got the golds loaded, don't worry about that. APCR rounds, 120mm gun, 120mm gun, average 400 alpha damage. The last 2 shots have been a little bit on the low side. 326mm penetration, that's with premium ammunition. Standard is AP rounds for 259. Now, the way 1AR have been running our Clan Wars and our advances is we run these clan boosters. These clan boosters give you that much of a big credit buff that it doesn't, generally you don't lose credits when firing premium ammunition in Clan Wars and advances. It's a pretty good tool to help your players who might not be running premium accounts to fire premium ammunition and still turn a profit in these advances. The boosters are up that high. I think it's about a 70% bonus to credits earned during clan battles, and 30 for non-clan battles. Anyway, 9-8 the score, 10-8 the score now as a Chieftain goes down. One of the 1AR Object 277s go down. 10-9, this is looking like a tight finish. The next game, I'm going to warn you, the next game is going to be pretty fast and furious. This is an extravaganza. Clan Wars and advances, 4 games in one video. You guessed it, 1AR is going to be the feature yet again. Second on the table. Kritakil gets his first kill, gets rid of Cindy of ANZ Premier League fame, an absolute gentleman. But unfortunately for us, unfortunately for his team, he went down, and that brings the score back to 12-9. As mentioned, Clan Wars and advances, I reckon they're good. Advances, I really enjoy advances. They're fast, they're quicker, and you have a series of battles. It's not just one game like it might be on a global map. If you get done on the global map from the first game, that's it, it's over. But if you're playing advances, it's a push back and forward type, like a tug of war if you like. And if you get to the enemy citadel, or if you beat them, you get heaps of boxes, industrial resources which can be used for those boosters I was talking about not too long ago, to help your clan members not bleed credits whilst playing competitive game modes. I reckon that's a pretty good thing. Anyway, did I mention 1AR recruiting? Recruiting, don't worry. This is the final the final Clan Wars extravaganza for now anyway, probably for the year, who knows, because the year's nearly over. 13-11. Kritakil in the Supercon. He's got 1 kill, 2,500 hit points of damage. Make that 2862. He's blocked a bit, he's spotted a bit. There's only one enemy tank remaining, and it's the Chieftain. He's wiggling. He's saying, hold my beer, boys, I've got this. Up a bit, just there. That'll do it. Brings his damage up to 3,129. Nothing wrong with that. Blocked a bit, spotted a bit. 2 kills, Kritakil. Not bad, me old mate. Not bad at all. Let's have a quick look at the result before we move on to the next video. That was Sand River. That was a Clan Wars Advance as opposed to a Clan Wars global map battle. You will see in not this next replay, but maybe the one after, or the one after that. I can't remember. 1AR versus Fiddy on Sand River. 15 versus 15 at tier 10. It was a pretty close game in the end, and I love to see a good close game. Shout out to Doomsec, another combat officer at 1AR clan with over 4,000 hit points of damage. Kritakil with 3, plenty in the 1s and 2s, and good to see. That's not one that they normally, when they send me replays to do on for the YouTube thing, they show replays where I don't do much at all. Anyway, even though that was only a 5-minute game, he still made some coin in there, paying full price for consumables by the looks of it. A bonus of 54,500 credits. And that's what I mean about clan boosters. It makes it so that you're turning a profit instead of sometimes when traditionally when you had a Clan Wars battle, you might lose 50,000 credits a game. With these boosters, it turns that into a profit, which is pretty good. Now, depending on the tank you play and all that kind of stuff, that wasn't a bad game. You made over 3,000, but sometimes you make 50, 60, 70, even 100,000 credits in the right game. But don't believe me. Ask your mates who might be doing it. This is Kritakil again. This time he's in Object 277, which is probably one of the. And I say this a bit. I know I say this a bit. This is probably one of the most popular tier 10 heavy tanks for Clan Wars, for advances, and all that kind of stuff. On mines this time, Kritakil. In the Object 277, 4 of the bad boys, 3 chieftains, a couple of CSs, a heap of Object 140s. Now I think this is back when the Object 140 got a bit of a buff, and playing around with it. But the Object 140 got a half decent buff a patch or 2 ago, and we experimented with using 140s instead of 90s just to see how they performed. I don't know how they went. They look pretty good to me. Kritakil again. This is a game on mines. You're kicking back here. You can see on the minimap 1AR have grabbed the hill on mines. I think the north spawns are a little bit easier to grab the hill, especially with a couple of CSs and a heap of Object 140s. Fiddy not bringing too many medium tanks, just the 140 of the 90. If they had tried to contest the hill, they would have died. That Object 907 has been spotted down there at the A4. Is this going to be a camp? I don't think it will be. I don't think Fiddy really camped that much. You never know. I guess if the situation is right, maybe they do. Who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4 60 TPs on the Fiddy team. Now the 60 TP as well as the E100. They're going to have those big, punchy, high alpha damage guns. Nothing wrong with that. They are fun when they hit and when they pen. They are pretty fun. Looks like a call has been made by whoever's calling this one. Kritakil moving down the 1-2 line. Dark Knight, his DBPT 5051, we saw him just the other day running around in rank battles in the EBR. No EBRs in this battle, which is interesting. But it is nice, no light tanks at all. And that's probably fair enough because the mediums can grab the hill, spot most of the map, if not all, from that central part with a bit of height and a couple of CS63s grabbing the A1 line. Kritakil getting spotted. Going to help his friends, gets shot by Sydney. Sydney's the one that he killed in the last game. In the Object 907, doesn't lose any hit points though, and continues his charge in the pretty quick for a heavy tank Object 277, Russian heavy. 0-0 the score. Let's talk about the gun. You can see he's got, what's he got there? He's got improved configuration there, which is going to help his engine, fuel tanks and ammo rack. He's also running food to help his aim time, his reload time, his rate of fire, his vision, all that kind of stuff. Camo, not that it really matters on a heavy tank. Heat rounds are loaded for the 130mm gun. 490 alpha damage, 340 average penetration. That's with premium rounds. Standard rounds are AP for the 600, imagine that, 265. Flying in there saying, "Don't get out of my way, I want to shoot him." He shoots Sydney, takes him down. So Sydney's getting pushed here. He's going to try and take someone with him. He's down to 800 odd hit points. Kritakil waits for the gun to reload. Crispy picks up that kill, and that brings the score up to 1-0. Kritakil from 1AR clan. And the Object 277. This is a Clan Wars extravaganza. Advances. The global map's over. We're going to have one more global map replay. Don't worry about that. Maybe more later on. Maybe early in the year. Who knows? We'll see what comes our way. Advances though. Advances are up every night. I think, every night. Good blind fire there into the back of the Supercock. That would have went through, I reckon. Advances are up every night pretty much. On Sunday nights though, you can earn gold and also industrial resources and clan boosters for your clan by playing in Clan Wars. You don't even have to be the person or in the clan that starts up the advance. On Sunday nights during war games on the Australian and the Hong Kong server, you can be a Legionnaire and still get boosters for your clan. I reckon that's pretty good. Anyway, back to the game. 1-0 to score. This is 1AR versus Fiddy. Did I say they didn't camp in corners? What the hell? I promise you, anyone watching, I did not know. I don't watch these before I record them. I think you lose a bit by watching them before you record them, unless you're doing full-on gameplay analysis. That people are a lot better than I am at the game. 1AR, no artillery, and look at all those hit points in the southeast corner. I'm not sure what's happened here. I'm not sure what's happened. Who knows? Who knows? There is a bit of a rivalry between 1AR and Fiddy clan. There's a bit of history there. I don't think there's any bad blood. There's certainly some interesting stories. 3-0 to score. Kritakil, this is chipping away at this camp in the corner. He's up to 1373 hit points of damage, 685 assisted damage. Who's been pinging the map? So do we know who's calling this? This is another game where I didn't get picked for. Who knows? Or maybe I was at work. Maybe I was at a party. Couldn't be at a party. This is during a lockdown time. There's no parties in Melbourne. 4-1 to score now. 1AR chipping away at this camp. You got to. Nothing wrong with the camp. Genuine strategy. Don't know about that. Little Stewie picking the map a little bit. Power slides in there as well. And Kritakil and Doomy. All pretty good callers. Not too bad at all. As Kritakil puts one into the lower plate of the mouse. Takes him down to 724 hit points. Pretty good's probably an understatement. I don't want to highlight anyone. 5-1 is the score. Now have a look at this. This will be good. 4.5 minutes left on the clock. This is an advance. I think this is the final battle for the advance. And maybe, I don't know, maybe the main, whoever normally calls, maybe he had enough. Maybe I don't know what happened, but Kritakil knows how to block shots at his 277. He blocked that one, brings his damage up to nearly 3,000 hit points. The enemy object 217, Foxhound, he's on full health again. Some more damage blocked. This time the tracks ate the shot in the 277. Can you see why the object 277 is a tank that's really popular? It's got speed, it's got armour, and he's blocked 1,240 hit points in this pretty easily, it should be. So I mean, although Kritakil knows what he's doing, he probably makes it look easy. A lot of good players do. That time, of course, I talked about block damage, so that one doesn't get blocked. Loses 536 hit points, which isn't a bad roll coming from an object 277. About 50 odd. Nearly 50 odd hit points, more than you would expect. 6-1 the score though, with 3.5 minutes left on the clock. I think there's enough time to roll these enemy tanks. No idea where that shot went. And the medium pack on the east are making their move now. Little Stewie charging in with his chieftain. That was a HE round into that medium tank. I'm not sure what the thought was there. Loses another 451 hit points, Kritakil. Gives him 1,213 though, which is 1,212 hit points, more than he needs. 6-1 the score. There are two capping, and that's gonna force Fiddy to get out of that corner and try and get some resets. They are getting resets. 6-1 the score. 30 seconds left on the cap. 3 minutes left. Down goes Kritakil after copying all the shots, but the cap still ticks away. Gets killed by the VK. Gets killed by the VK, and there's that medium push into that corner. Having a couple of medium tanks on that circle is going to force all these tanks that are in behind these buildings to get resets. They're going to have to come right out, and that's what's going to cost them big points. As they come right out, everybody else, the chieftain on the hill, the mediums down here in the central southern part, and the other mediums right in the south are just going to farm that damage. Brings the damage up to 12-2. This is going to be, I'm not sure if this was the best idea. Going to be in the corner on mines. I'm not sure if it's ever a good idea. I think they lost their main call. I'm not too sure. Sure, it wasn't a rage quit scenario, but you never know. This isn't the last game. There's going to be two more. It's Extravaganza. Extravaganza is always 4 battles. 4 Clan Wars battles, as a matter of fact. Advances and global map stuff from Season 15, where 1AR, the best clan of the universe, picked up 2nd place. Nothing wrong with that. And the first time since I can remember, 2 Aussie clans, or ANZ clans, have been on the podium. I reckon that's time to celebrate. Let's have a look at the result. We know what's going to happen. Down goes Artie Noob, killed by T-Rack in the object 140. The cap goes down as well as the 2-minute siren happens. Let's have a look at the result. Is that the right one? We got the right result up. That's a start, Stewie. Definitely is a start. That was my old mate Kritakil, combat officer, absolute gentleman from 1AR clan in the object 277. Now, as mentioned, the object 277, a couple of campaigns ago or a couple of seasons ago, it was head and shoulders the most popular tech tree tank used in Clan Wars stuff. They did the numbers. Put it on a web. They did an article about it. And you can see why. It's quick enough to move around. You can change flank. It's a lot faster than a mouse or a super conqueror or whatever else you might think about using. Anyway, 1AR versus Fiddy. Mines. That was an interesting one. I honestly didn't know they were going to camp that one when I made that camping comment after the last battle. However, I think they lost their main caller. Not sure why. Kritakil, 4,806 damage. Nothing wrong with that. Power slide, 5,733. That's what I'm talking about. Good spread of damage by 1AR again. And again, glad I wasn't in that because I would have been one of the ones down the bottom of that one. And again, we talked about credits. We talked about popping credit boosters. When you have those credit boosters, which you can get from doing advances, you can also get them from the new tour of duty that's out. I'll do a video. In fact, the video I would have probably already put out by now because I'm going to do one pretty soon. It really helps your credits, and you can make, look at that, even without that 68,000 credits, he would have lost, what's that, 20,000 in round numbers. Instead, he made nearly 50. Got to be happy with that. Let's move on to game number 3. This is a Clan Wars extravaganza. This time it's a chieftain, and this time it's my old mate Doomseeker on Live Oaks. Doomseeker is a really nice bloke. Now this is a Clan Wars advance again. I know it's an advance because you can see the enemy team on the other side. The enemy have got a 260, some 277s, 4 chieftains, a leopard, a couple of 140s, object 430U, and an EBR. 1AR have bought a handful of chieftains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chieftains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 object 140s, a couple of EBRs, and a Conch GC. Again, stewiejp not getting a call up. Not sure what's happening here. I need to speak to the editors who are getting these replays in. Let's have a look and see what's going on. 0-0 is a score. This is a Clan Wars advance. 1AR versus, this is a mixed team by the looks of it. There's House, BT, BDTN, off are going to feature in the next one. And it looks like it's a BDTN. I don't know much about BDTN, but they're playing advances. So I'm tipping it's going by the ping, I'm tipping it's probably an Australian server advance. We're playing on Live Oaks. Looking at the mini-map, lots of chieftains from 1AR in the southwest part of the map. The mediums and one of the EBRs has gone east, and the other EBR with the chieftains and one object 140 are sort of looking after the western side of this map. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 enemy tanks have been spotted. Not sure where the rest are. A bit of map pinging going on. Saying, right, what's happening here? Conch GC is on the reload, thinking, right, what are we going to do? The score's 1-0. One of the one and only EBR on the enemy team has already been sent back to the garage, and whoever's calling this one, I'm guessing power slowed by the map ping, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong once before. T-Rax got the 1 kill, and that was the EBR. It's good. I think EBR drivers love to kill other EBR drivers, right? Similar to artillery players, they like to kill other artillery players. Doomy looking for a cheeky shot on Captain, whatever his name is, Captain Caitlin, is it? From House Clan. Now, House Clan, they've been a team we've often come up against on Himmelsdorf on the Hong Kong server as part of the Global Map Season 15, where we came second. Did I mention we came second? Did I mention 1AR came second on the Global? I'm not sure if I did. If I didn't, high five to a lot of Aussie clans did really well. VAM had a great season as well. Shout out to them. We were doing shenanigans with them not too long ago. Always a great laugh. And great bunch of people. They've been involved with 1AR, friends with 1AR for a long, long time. And hopefully that relationship continues. And it's always good to, when you see other people you know kicking ass, you know, look, it's really, it's good. Good for the community. Good for the game too, with more clans playing. And, you know, it's like when your footy team wins, but it's not really your footy team. It's your mate plays for them, and they don't. It's good. It's good. Anyway, BDTN with a couple of their friends from Off and House and N Hope. Don't pretend to know much about that. Know a bit about Off Clan. We're going to see a bit more about Off Clan in the next game after this one, and that's became a bit of a shits and giggles conversation with 1AR during this season. We became second. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, if we came second, but came second. We're also recruiting too. There's a bit of room in 1AR at the moment. You know, you gain some players, you lose some players. There's always a bit of room. You think about applying, yell out. What are the requirements? Got to have the right tier 10s. If you're not sure what the right tier 10s are, find out. Google it. The meta tier 10s. You got to have a few. You got to know how to play them. You got to have the right. 1AR's always been a bit more about attitude than anything. Like, don't be a dickhead. That's probably the bottom line. 1 hour recruiting. Get on board. It's a place to be. Shitloads of gold and bonds were given out as part of the Season 15 rewards for coming second. Advances, tier 10 boosters. Advances, platoons. You name it. What else do you want? Shenanigans. Shenanigans. That's where you want to be. You can even win gold for playing shenanigans now. I don't know. This new commander's out of control. Anyway, back to the game. 5-5's the score. My old mate Doomseeker. You know what he's told here? He's doing, normally they put me in one of these shit positions where I don't do too much damage. I'm not too sure why. And anyway, he gets kicked back. He's not really in a bad position. He's going exactly where he's been told to go. Puts a shot into the enemy chieftain. Puts another shot in the general direction of the chieftain. Doesn't quite find the target. EBR T-Rack picks up his second kill, getting rid of a chieftain. And now Doom is looking at the size of these tanks saying, "You guilty. Thank you for the farm." And Sammy's looking a little bit nervous over there. I would be as well. There's another chieftain over there. And Doomy's just saying, oh, he hit the skids just as Doomseeker pulled the trigger in that one. Not Doomseeker's fault at all. This could be a kill shot on an enemy chieftain. It is, which is always a good feeling. And Tiger Snake over there on 158 hit points, 157 hit points more than he needs, holding back those other two chieftains. Down goes one to Tiger Snake. Tiger Snake finally goes down to the enemy chieftain, and Doomy says, hold my beer. I've got this. Let's go and have a look at those two heavy tanks over there at H2. 9-9's the score. 1 artillery left on enemy team. 2 tanks. No, Jumpy just got killed by Object 277 in the northeast, I would guess. Spazman probably feeling a little bit nervous in his Conk GC, just looking at the mini-map. But unfortunately, Doomy can't help him. He's got to do something about this cap. It's going to be a 2 cap? I think it might be. One shot goes into the 277. Doomseeker shoots him, takes him down to 1,167 hit points. Thinks, hang on, I thought I was hull down there. What's going on there? Only the one tank capping. Not too worried about the cap as Doomy takes him down to 65 hit points, which is a one shot for anybody left. Sammy picks up that kill, evening up the scoreboard, 10 apiece. Doomy puts a cheeky one into the side of the enemy chieftain. VIP tank Zukov. What a cool name. He must be tough with a name like that. Takes him down to 1,000 hit points. Doomy coming in now. Wants to move forward. The 277 just shot him but didn't lose any hit points. Loses a few hit points to the chieftain. Brings his damage up to 3,110 as Sammy gets the kill on that VIP Tang Zukov bloke. And now the score's even again. 11 apiece. Somehow, the Artie one of ours Artie player was trying to do something a little bit cheeky down here in there, trying to avoid those 277s. Clearly it didn't work, but that's okay. It's a team game. That's what I always say when I get a small amount of damage. It's a team game, lads. That's how 1AR are. Doomseeker, though, the map would be pinging, they'd be talking, they'd go, Doomy, be like, I've got these boys, don't worry. 2 Object 277s on the eastern side of the map. EBR clearly going after the enemy artillery piece, the Conk GC. That would be great if you can get rid of that Conk GC, and then Doomseeker doesn't have to worry about the artillery dropping turds on his head from a great height. Hitman right behind him in his chieftain, having a great time. 1,216 hit points of damage left on Doomseekers. The Hitman's full health on 2,200 hit points. They're charging, flying, searching for these Object 277s. There they are, shot in the rear. Takes him down to a one shot, 183 hit points. Down goes VN 00084 in his 277. Another kill to Sammy. He's on 3 kills. So's T-Rack. Doomseeker's on 1. He's brought his damage up to 3,500. Crosses the bridge because it's quicker, and that just leaves 2 enemy Object 2s. I told you they were the most popular Tech Tree tank. Object 277. There's one of them on 884 hit points. The other one hasn't been seen for a while. I'm guessing Sammy is 140. We'll be going to search for that Object 277 last seen over there in the west. And Doomseeker just said no worries. A quick 477 damage into the side of the second laugh 277. Down he goes to Sammy again. Picks up his 4th kill. And that just leaves 1 up there on the north. Power slide pinging the map saying, Sammy, you go that way. Cut him off at the pass. Just like in the movies. And here comes Doomy on 4,000 hit points of damage, flying towards the Object 277, saying, come at me, man, come at me. Looking for him. Let's quicken it up because it's not the fastest tank in the world. Even though it's not the slowest, here comes Doomseeker looking for the Object 277. Object 277, he's trying to be hull down. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. 1,152 hit points of damage done. The call's been made. All in, boys. Everybody, all in. You're all shooting at this bloke. He's trying to be hold down. He's trying to be cool. He's trying to be dank. Doomseeker just says no problem. Just goes for the tracking shot. Doesn't quite track him. Gets some more damage. Brings his damage up to 4.5. Sammy grabs another kill. That's 5. And that's a pretty good win by 1AR with 45 seconds left on the clock. 1AR versus B, D, T, and 15-11. Easy. Team Seeker takes a little bow and says thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a quick look at the result before we move on to our fourth and final replay in today's extravaganza. Another great spread of damage from the lads and ladettes at 1AR clan. Plenty over the 2,000. A couple in the fours. Jumpy with 4,000. Doomy with 4.5. Nothing wrong with that. Sammy with 5 kills. T-Rack with 3 in his EBR. That's no mean feat at all. Got some spotting? Of course he got some spotting. Look at that. Doomspeaker, 4,471 damage. Just the 1 kill. 16 shots fired. 12 hit. 11 went through. And even without a premium account. Again, with the clan boosters, without a premium account, you still made 18,500 credits after tax. Nothing wrong with that in that 9-minute game. Let's move on to our fourth and final replay. We talked about advances earlier. We talked about Clan Wars. This is Clan Wars global map stuff, folks. That's why, unlike the previous replays, there's no, up there, in the top right-hand side of the screen, there's no names. Fog of War, it's called. It means you can't see the tanks until they get spotted. I know I'd say this a fair bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 Object 277s. Handful of chieftains, a couple of E3s. Now don't blink. Whatever you do, don't blink. I'll make the map a little bit bigger. Don't blink because it's going to be fast and furious. This is 1AR on We War. I hope I said it correctly. I've said it wrong a few times. We War is one of our target provinces. It's battles played on Himmelsdorf. And we're playing against off. And there's a lot of people have got a lot to say about that. Look at this, a mad rush straight through the middle. Object 268 version 4s. Now, are they still massively overpowered? I don't think they are. As Jump On Up puts one into the side of the Tier 10 Russian tank destroyer. Blocks a shot as well for 650 damage blocked by armor. Looking around for a target. 0-0 the score. 1AR versus off on Himmelsdorf. There's another one. There you go. No problems. That brings his damage up to 1,014. Still 0-0. Those Object 268 version 4s, I think they've been caught a little bit off guard as Jumpy picks up his first kill, gets the first kill of the game, and the lads and ladettes from Off Clan starting to question some of their decisions. 2 shots, 2 kills to Jump On It from 1AR clan, the best clan in the universe. Second place in the global map season 15 for the first time ever. Best result ever. Not only that, 2 Aussie clans in top 3. 3 or 4 in the top 10. It should be said. That one didn't go through, but that's okay. That's okay. Not everyone, you can't get all your shots all the time. Jumpy's looking at the 268 version 4. Doesn't go through. Just thinking, rightio, I'm quicker than this bloke. I'm going to get behind him. Why the hell not? The 268 version 4 realises what Jump On is trying to do. Gives him a bit of a nudge, shows him a little bit of love. Something shoots him from behind, and Jumpy shoots him, kills him. I don't know how that shot landed, but it did. That brings the score up to 5-3. Again, looking at the mini-map, there's Chieftain on top of the hill. Who's on top of the hill? It's me, stewiejp, top of the hill. I think this is the big conspiracy. This is where they put me on top of the hill thinking that no one in the tanks will be there. stewiejp on top of the hill in the Chieftain finally gets a game. And 7-4, this is fast and furious stuff on Himmelsdorf. Target province, We War, not We War. I think that's what they told me. And Jump On It on 3 kills, looking for his 4th. Finds the back of the E4 and says thank you very much for 469 dinner for 2 hit points for free, shooting the back of the American turret tank destroyer. And now what else? What's there? Just give us a bit of an outline. Give us a bit of an outline, he says. Just there, down goes Big Joe, Master Sergeant Big Joe. I don't know where that shot went. I think it went into the dirt. 10-7 the score. Not I told it was going to be fast. And quickly looking at the mini-map, the 1-2-3 line's being pushed pretty convincingly by the lads and ladettes at 1AR clan. This guy in the 60 TP is not going to... The E4 finally pens a shot into Jump On It. Takes him down to 164 hit points, which is 163, more than he needs. In come the cavalry, Dark Knight and Renita in their T110 E3s, coming rolling around the corner with their massive, big American guns. Jumpy shoots and kills the T110 E4, who just the same T110 E4 that just stole 686 hit points from his chieftain. And with the scoreboard looking at 13-8, he's thinking, rightio, this should be good. Bang! Another 470 into the side of the 60 TP. 164 hit points left on the chieftain. The 60 TP probably focusing on the E3s. Jumpy shoots him again. Did that go? I don't think that went through. That bloke should buy a Tesla ticket if that shot didn't go through. stewiejp finally gets a kill That's a win. 4 kills to Jumpy, 3k damage. Let's have a look at the result before we wind up today's video. Jump on it from 1AR clan. Personnel officer, recruitment officer, absolute legend. Not a recruitment, you know what I mean. He recruits like a champion. A nice bloke too. I have to say that because he's bigger than me. 1AR beat off. Who put that in there? That's what comes up. Every time you beat off, you get excited. Anyway, 3,299 hit points of damage. Done. 4 kills, 1276 base experience. Jumpy had a ripper, 15 shots fired, 13 hit and 9 went through. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, stewiejp with the Seagull Award. 2 kills for 300 damage up on the top. I don't know who put me up the top on there. I'm not too impressed. And once again, with the clan booster running with the tier 10 credit boost thing, he even makes credits firing pure premium, which is, why wouldn't you? Still making money. Jump on it also on Twitch, on YouTube. Links down below. Check him out. Clan mate. Funny guy. And if you're looking at joining 1AR, why wouldn't you? Send him a message. You never know. Got the right tanks, got the right attitude, you're in. Easy. Jump on up on Himmelsdorf, 1AR versus off. Not too bad at all. My old mate Doomseeker, also in the Chieftain, that time in advance against BDTN, I don't know. Bit of a mixed advanced team on Live Oaks. Good finish. And a couple of interesting advances against Fiddy. One on mine, which was a bit of an eye raiser, and one on a really good one on Sandy River, featuring my old mate Kritakil. Once again, thanks for the replays, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that kind of jazz. We're also on Facebook, Twitch, Discord, all the links down below. 1AR recruiting. I'll put the link for the 1AR recruitment page down there. Why wouldn't you want to get on board with that kind of shits and giggles happening every night of the week for free? Once again, thanks for the replays, everyone. Thanks for watching. Take care and see you all next time.